Hi, this is Mike and you're watching Smoke Tutorials, Quick Tips. In this quick tip we'll talk about using the keyboard shortcuts panel, how to change the keyboard shortcuts and define a user-defined shortcut in the panel. Whenever you start Smoke, that's what dictates what set of hotkeys you're going to use. Over here when you create a user, I've created a couple of different users and those were my names for them, but I'll just create a new user just to show you what happens. And in the keyboard shortcuts drop down here you can select Final Cut Pro 7, which is going to be default. If you don't do anything when you create a user, then it will create the Final Cut Pro set by default. You can also choose the Flame and Smoke Classic hotkey set. So we'll just start with the Final Cut Pro 7 set and create. Oh, already exists, so we'll call this Final Cut Pro 7. Now it is a good idea to append that as part of your username, which hotkey set you're using as a base. The reason why is because if you for whatever reason change your hotkey set later, which you can do that and I'll show you how to do that, you won't know exactly which set you started with. So now that we're in Smoke, I'll show you how to get back to those hotkey sets, the user. So you go to File, Project, and User Settings, and if you go to Edit on the User section, then you can change your keyboard shortcuts. And it just says Current because you may modify that set of hotkeys. So we'll stay with Current for now. So that's how to change your hotkey set if you ever need to later. I have a clip here that has a ConnectFX setup. If I enter the editor, now I'll show you how to modify a hotkey. For instance, on the default hotkey Final Cut Pro 7 set, it's a little irritating to me that there is the spacebar button plays a clip, because I'd like to use the spacebar to pan around on my effects desk or on my ConnectFX schematic. However, I can't do that because the spacebar plays by default. So, but you can change that. To access the hotkey dialog, you would simply hold down Option H. And then what you can do, if you know the function you're looking for in the search box, instead of having to scroll down through all of these hotkeys, you could simply say play. This brings up every instance of play in my keyboard shortcuts, and you'll have to kind of scroll down here to find the right instance of play that you're looking for. And I'm looking for the play button. It looks like it's hotkey number 300. As you can see, I already have that mapped to L, so I hit L to play, so I don't need space to play. So what I would do to change that is select that entry, and then over here I could just say clear, and then be sure to say set. This sets this hotkey to this choice. If I would have clicked the key to replace that with, then it would have set that as the key. But for now I just cleared that key, so I'll just say confirm. Now there's a little Y that appears in this user column. This tells you that you've defined this as a user and that it's different than the default Smoke hotkeys. And you can see in this line that now there's no mapping to the play button here, but my L key is still mapped to play here. And now that I've blanked that out, I'd like to set my spacebar button. So then what I'll do down here is I will type in pan to search for the pan functionality, and that will bring in all of the functions that use pan. So what I'm looking for is this image window pan mode, which is currently set to a mode by hitting Shift N. And instead of that, I'd just like to set it to spacebar. So I'd select this line and simply tap the spacebar. And notice on the keystroke field here, it changed to space. And then description would be the image pan mode in the image window. And then I would just say set, confirm, and go ahead and save all. And now that that is set, close that panel. And now when I'm holding the space bar, I see that I get my little hand icon and I can pan around in that image window. And this will work in any of the ConnectFX image view windows. So that's how to map your hotkeys with your user, how to change your user-defined hotkeys, and then how to bring up the hotkey panel with Option H in order to change and customize those hotkeys. Thanks for watching.